Hello. Hi, hello, and welcome. We're going to be talking about another piece of accessory for the Nintendo Switch 2. Earlier this year, I talked about a grip. It was a grip and a case. It was like combined into one. I really liked it up until very recently. It's what I've been using, and I still really love that thing. You can go check the video out if you want to. It's great. It's still great. But now I have a new case and grip, not case plus grip. Does that make sense? I don't know. Anyway, we're gonna be talking about this thing right here, the FastSnail case and the Joy-Con grip. First thing you're gonna see is that I can use the kickstand. Now with the other one that I used earlier this year, I couldn't, which I didn't use admittedly as much, but with more and more games starting to use mouse control, I found myself using this a lot more actually. So, there's that. The case allows for you to close it or open it. The case is completely separate from the Joy-Con. This adds a really nice little chunk there. So as you can see, there you go. So to put that in perspective, it's really easy to take the thing off. So there's that right there. Look, it's better than the first Switch, but it's still not the most comfortable. They just needed to add like a bump there. I don't know why they didn't just add a little bump there. It's not like the dock is getting in the way, but they're really easy to put in, and they've got some reinforcement in here that's more hard, whereas this stuff is a little bit more flexible and then up here is very flexible just because, it's really thin. Now, I don't make it go too far over because there's supposed to be a little bit of a space between actual tablet part itself and the controller. But once you put it in there, it snaps in, you feel it, it doesn't block anything. It's really easy to get to the button. It's not like the other grip that I reviewed earlier this year where you kind of had to it's a little harder. No, this is like super, super easy to get to, just pops right on. God, I still love that sound. I gotta say, compared to the other grip that I have, I like these grips better. The other one's good, they're very good, but these ones are better. They give more back here and it's more rounded as opposed to a little bit more pointed like the other one. So the top here is nice and solid. The back here up at the top half, nice and solid. I feel confident like if I were to drop the tablet, it'd be okay. Down here though, it is like flimsy as all get out. Up here, all of this basically, so like see this part here, nice and solid, but even just moving it, you can see this wig, like look at that. Little bit nervous, makes me a little bit nervous. It's just like, it's not really protecting too much, and I get it, it's the nature of it. They tried to keep it thin enough, which by the way, this is thin enough that when it's on your Switch 2, you can dock this. I love that. I literally play my Switch 2 probably 50-50. 50% in the dock, 50% outside of the dock. And I've started to use tabletop mode with the kickstand a lot more because of mouse controls. And speaking of mouse controls, oh my goodness, because of that added extra roundness right there, that chunkiness, oh my God, this is so much better. I played through Layers of Fear, which is a game on the Nintendo Switch 2. They did a version for the Switch 2, and they incorporated mouse controls, and they're amazing. They work great, and I played with this probably 95% of my playthrough of that game. The coolest thing was putting this with the kickstand, had my Bluetooth headphones on, and I was just sitting there on my couch with the armchair, just using the mouse, or on the TV. The Pro Controller 2, that thing rules. It's expensive, but it is so good. It is easily become my favorite controller. I've started using just the split Joy-Con a whole heck of a lot more because of these grips. So this is like A++++++. I've been using this for a couple of weeks now. It's the normal amount of wiggle, okay? Now, I'm not walking around holding my Switch like this. If you are, that's fine. You might be a little bit of a psychopath, but that's fine. Neither here nor there. But I just, it's the normal amount of wiggle. It's just a little bit of wiggle. I'm normally holding my Switch like this anyway. Or if I'm playing handheld, I've got my fingers on the back. I'm not doing this. I usually am holding it just like that, as you can see. That's comfortable. That's normal for me. I've got kind of big hands. That's like medium-sized hands. Like, I don't know, kind of small, I guess. This is like perfect. And this makes everything so much better for me. All of the spaces, nice and open. Nothing's covered. And another thing that I'll say too, it's a whole heck of a lot easier to get to the cartridge door there with this case and the headphone jack. I realized I started using the actual 1/8 inch headphones because I'm old like that, and I like my old wired stuff like that because, God, I'm old. Send help. I use my Hyperkins over here, and it was like, ugh, I had like push it in. This one, it goes in so much easier, so much nicer. The hole's a little bit bigger, and the material gives a little bit more give. So one extra thing that comes with this set is a cover that's just like a faceplate. And you just have your case on, you have your grips on, and you just place this thing right over it. And honestly, it really feels like a nice complete package. Like if I were to drop this thing, it would really protect the Switch 2, which is nice. And on top of that, so all of my complaining about this being a little bit too loose and not really doing anything, well, now because of this now feels nice and secure. It's a lot more secure here. It feels like it actually will protect something and it will stay there. But it fits over nicely. And I thought, wow, this is really cool. Didn't really realize I needed this. And now we don't have to use a case whenever I take my Switch out, go around, pop this thing, pop it in your backpack, and you're good to go. The other thing that surprised me about this was, if you just take it right from the bottom here and flip it up, you could hold up to 12 carts there, and they fit in there nice and snug. I actually really like this. So if you've had any of the other kind of Switch or Switch 2 cases, they're probably the same type of material. It's kind of soft, but it's firm enough. And it's just really nice having these here. There is one little downside to this. It's kind of hard to get these things out of there. Like, it's not the easiest. So like when I pull it out there, or especially when I put it in, I kind of have to give it like a little bit of force to kind of put it in there so it doesn't like, feel bad. But it pops in. I'd rather have it more snug than the opposite, because that will not come down. That's not coming off. And on top of that, so if you just slide it over the top and then clip it down, even if they somehow broke out of there, like you didn't put them in, there is no way they're sliding out of that front placement there. So really nice little addition. I really like having the extra space for my physicals there. I love my physicals. No GameKeep cards here. That's right. These are all actual on the cart. That is great stuff. So yeah, really cool addition. I really like this. It's very nice. Now, as of the making of this video, this thing was $24. And in the description below, I've also pointed out, I got this from the people that make this. I got this from them. But as of right now, it's about $20 to $25 on Amazon. And the other one that I got was a little bit more expensive, if I remember correctly. So that price may change depending on when you're watching this video, and maybe there's a newer version of this that has a less flimsy bottom there. It's very unobtrusive. It gets docked, which I absolutely love, and it actually fits into the dock a little bit better than the other case that I have, because it's thinner. So I mean, that's a plus to it being so thin, I guess. The other thing I will say that I really like about this thing, when you take this off, obviously you don't have to take these off. I use this with my other thing. So if you look at my other video for another accessory that I absolutely love, the gaming pillow, I can put that gaming pillow thing on right there without having to take these off. And now I can use that gaming pillow with this, and I can use mouse mode. Maybe I'm just a weirdo. I absolutely love mouse mode with this thing. Mouse controls on this thing, when used right, I love it, because for me, it bypasses the thing that my brain and my body just can't get, which is the keyboard with playing games. Can I do it? Yes. I hate it. I never get comfortable, and I have forced myself. And with this grip, it's so much better. It's so much nicer on my wrists. It's so much nicer on my hands, and it feels like a really, really unique experience. So there you have it. This case is really good. Couple little flimsy parts to it. You got to be careful, make sure that there's spaces. You got to kind of adjust the Joy-Con grips a little bit, but it's not too bad at all. And it could be a little expensive for what you're wanting to spend on your brand new $450 system, which, that is what it is. But honestly, it protects things for the most part. And I really like these grips a lot. The grips themselves and the fact that they just come off with the Joy-Con, I absolutely love it. So those pros definitely outweigh the few little cons that I have for this thing. God, I feel so stupid doing this, but I love it so much. It just brings me such joy to be able to do this and just use it on a console, on the TV and stuff, and not be at my computer. And I can, be stupid with my left hand and just use a joystick and buttons. I love it so much. Anyway, hope you found this video helpful. I'll put a link of the item in the description and all that fun stuff. You'll be able to see it down below. Maybe you can think of something that is applicable to your specific circumstance that I didn't think of because I just wouldn't come across that. And maybe you just want to know. So you got questions? Ask them and I'll do my best to answer. Anyway, until next time, bye.